bars and they have the same width as my singles life bar. You might be using life bars that have different widths. And well, I'll show you this image later. Now after you do all that, and let's say if you're using life bars a different width, just set this after you complete player 2 and player 3 and player 4 and player 1. The next thing that you're going to be doing is dealing with the teammates. Player 3 is player 1's teammate, and you want to do everything you did above, except for player 3 and player 4 should not have a background. What I mean by background is the background 0. Player 2 has it, player 1 has it, but player 3 and 4 should not have it. If you set a background 0 for player 3 or player 4, you're going to have something very goofy looking on stage, so don't even try and give them a background. After you complete that, you want to deal with their X range. Player 3 will be similar in X range as player 1, and you can actually use the same X range if all your life bars are the same width. Now, back to that image I was going to show you. If you have a slanted life bar and the width of player 1 and player 3 or player 2 and player 4's life bar isn't the same, then X range for player 1 and player 3 is going to be different. And it can get really, really irritating to code for if you do not know the width of your life bar. And I would really recommend that you check to see what your width is. You can try and eyeball it, but when it comes to simultaneous bars of different widths, I suggest you just do it in a technical format instead of trying to do it in a caveman way. After you're done with all this, it's time for you to go down to your power bar. But before that, let me explain a few things. If you were using animations for your singles and turns life bar, then you want to use animations for your simultaneous life bar if you need to change the transparency because you have a black background on your images, like these do and like this one does. So what you need to do is you need to create three sets of 2 images, which are from here to here. These 3 up there are for the singles and turns life bar. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be making a damage, life, and empty dead bar for player 3 and player 4, player 1 and player 2, and you're going to be doing that for all 3 sets of life bars. Player 3 and player 4 share life bars, and player 2 and player 1 share life bars when you're using them as animations. The only thing you do is just change the facing. So let's say you use the action number for player 1's healthy bar, which would be the front parameter. Front, it would say player 1 front, whatever sprite number or something. So this is the life bar, and I'm going to use this action number for player 1 and player 2. So what I'm going to do is go up to player number 1 and go to the life bar, which is this one here, and change the animation number to whatever it needs to be, which is 21, and then go to player 5's front animation and change it to 21, and then go and see what the life bar was for player 3 and 4, which the animation number or action number was 20, and go to player 4, go to front, and change this to the animation and have it equal 20. You'll need to do this for the mid background, which is a damaged one, and background 1, which is the empty life bar. Once you've done all that, you need to remember that player 4 and player 2 is facing needs to be -1 for everything, and it is for player 4, and for player 2 it's facing -1 here, here, and here. So it looks like everything is right. And it's time for me to uncomment that because I do have a background for player 2. After you've done all that, then you can work on your power bar.